All right, guys. Rob here, and we got a question that I think the whole room, I can give you 5 minutes and you won't answer it. 5 minutes to the whole room. So if we can get some people in here, it'd be great. Let me put 5 minutes on my clock. All righty. Stopwatch. No, let's put a timer on there. 5 minutes. All righty. What's going on, Harris? What's going on, Ken? I've got 5 minutes on the clock right here. And I'm saying you can't answer the question. No cell phones in hand. Still sweating my nuts off after my ride. It's not dead ball. Nope. All right, Harris. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, sir. All right. This is the last decade. The last decade. The top 10 stolen base. 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. Top 10 stolen base leader. Top 10 in stolen bases over the last decade. If you guess one of them, I'll tell you it's whatever place he's in, okay? All right. You don't have to tell how many or nothing. Top 10 stolen bases. 2010 to 2020. 2010 to 2020. Over a 10-year period. Correct. Well, actually 2010 till the end of 2019.
Bryce Harper.
No Bryce Harper. No. Billy Hamilton, third, 299. Michael Bourne, 220. He's at 9. He's 9th. What's up, Atma Bryan? What we want from 2010 to 2019, the 10 players that have the most stolen bases. Michael Bourne was 9th. Billy Hamilton, 3rd. Over the last decade, who has the most stolen bases? Billy Hamilton, Michael Bourne. 3:30 left to go. Can I stump the room? Whit Merrifield is not on there. No, sir. Nope. We don't have the leader yet. We've got 3rd and we've got 9th. Who led the decade in stolen bases? 3 minutes and counting. 3 minutes and counting. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Jonathan Villar is not on there. No. Altuve, yes, he is 5th. Jose Altuve is 5th. But you still don't have a leader. Who led the decade in stolen bases? 2.5 minutes left. Half your time. Will we stump the room? Think of your favorite players. Think of your most unfavorite players. Think who's fast. Think who could it be? 2 minutes left. 7 left. Mike Trout? No, Mike Trout's not on there. Yep.
Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins is not on there. It was a good guess. Jimmy Rollins, she took a guess. D. Gordon, he is the leader. He led the decade. You're correct. D. Gordon. But no Jimmy Rollins. Nope. No Jimmy Rollins. 6 more with 1:25 to go. Can I stump the room? Yeah. D. Gordon always. He had 330. He had 330. That's a lot of stolen bases in a decade, man. That's pretty good. But there's one guy that was only 8 behind him in the whole decade. 38 seconds left, guys. 38 seconds. This is a tough question. Very tough question. But don't worry, I got another one right behind this one that I say you won't even get 5 of them. You've gotten 4 of these so far. 20 seconds left. Ellsbury's not one of them. Nope. 15 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Gardner, that is one. All right. You got it at the buzzer. All right. Let me tell you who it was. Number 2, Rajai Davis. How about that? Rajai Davis was number 2. Number 4, Elvis Andrus. Elvis Andrus. Juan Pierre, no. Pierre's before that. Number 6, Jared Dyson. Jared Dyson. Number 7, Starlin Marte. And number 10, I was kind of surprised you guys didn't get this one. Jose Reyes. Jose Reyes. Okay. You guys got 5 of them. But I don't think you get 5 of these. 5 of the. How about this one? This is a really tough one. I'll even give you 7 minutes on this one. 7 minutes. This is a tough question right here. Really is. This is going to be a tough one. I don't care who you are. So I'm going to give you 7 off of this one. 2010 to 2019, from the start of 2010 to the end of 2019, the most official plate appearances in the decade. Plate appearances. Plate appearances.
What does that mean? They played the most games?
They came to the bat a whole lot of times.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. Oh, that's a great guess. But Derek Jeter's not on there.
Oh.
She took a guess. She took Derek Jeter, and he's not on there. No. Plate appearances. The top 10 plate appearances. Robinson Cano, he is 5th. Robinson Cano is 5th. Yes.
Good guess.
Mm-hmm. Who's some players you like, Darla?
Justin Verlander.
Justin Verlander's a pitcher. Albert Pujols.
Right, he can't do that.
Albert Pujols is 8th. Yes. Albert Pujols. Yeah, 2 of you got Albert Pujols. He's on there, 8th. It's not an easy question. Not an easy question at all. Plate appearances. You got 5th and you got 8th. Cabrera, nope. He got walked so many times, probably. It's probably what hurt him. 5 minutes left. You've heard of some of these players, though. Some of them I don't like, Dar.
Oh, Joey Votto.
Joey Votto. Yes, Joey Votto. Joey Votto. She got it. Yes, 6th. Ichiro is not on the list. Joey Votto.
I can't stand Joey Votto.
She knows I do not like Joey Votto at all. He is he's arch enemy number 1. Joey Votto. Joey the jerk. Can't stand him. He's one I can't stand.
How about what's his name?
What's his name, my dear?
A-Rod.
A-Rod is not on the list. No. A good guess.
All right.
But Joey Votto was on the list. He was 6th. Yeah. So there's 3 down. We got 3:53 left in counting, so a little over half your time still left.
How about that Andrus guy who had all those steals?
Who, Elvis Andrus?
Yeah.
Elvis Andrus is 2nd. Yes. How about that? She's got 2 of them already. Ryan Braun, no. Omar Vizquel, no. Yeah, Elvis Andrus. You're exactly right. She's gotten 2. How about that? Still don't have number 1 yet. Nelson Cruz. He's not on there. No. Nope. You got some more ball players you like, my dear.
Me?
Yes, you do. You got baseball players you like. You root for them. D. Gordon, not plate appearances. No. Piece of cake, says Master. Plate appearances. No phones needed. Pedroia, no.
That's who I was thinking of, Dustin Pedroia.
No.
How about
You got players you like. Buster Posey, no. Yeah, you got some players you like to watch play baseball.
Oh.
The question, most plate appearances, 2010 to the end of 2019. 2010 to the end of 2019. 4
Chase
done.
Utley.
Chase Utley is not on there. Mike Trout is not on there. No.
Oh, Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen is 4th. Andrew McCutchen. This one's done got 3. Harper's not on there. Boy, oh boy. Watch out for her. Watch out for her. She's
a girlfriend. She knows her baseball. She knows her baseball.
She got Kutch. She got Votto. She got Andrus. How about that? She cheated. He said you cheated.
How did I cheat? You gave me a clue, but it could be anybody. I like lots of baseball players.
Right. She likes a lot of baseball. Nick Markakis is number 1. Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nick Markakis. Ken Castro. Yes.
Good job, Ken.
That's 6. We got 4 left. 4 left to go. Still got a minute 20. Markakis is a hell of a guess. That was a hell of a guess. Philip Reynolds, most at-bats from 2010 to 2019. We've got 6 of them, 4 left, a minute 4 left. Can you get them?
Oh, what's big boys need?
Couple of them may surprise you. Couple of them may really surprise you. And one of them,
Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard, no. Michael Young, no. 38 seconds left. You never know when Cuz might come into the picture, right?
Oh, Ian Kinsler.
Ian Kinsler, yeah. 10th. That was mean. She knows we call him Cuz. Padre. Adam Jones, yes, 3rd. We got 2 left with 11 seconds left. 2 left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We did better than you thought we would.
You did. Excellent. Excellent. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. Not Howie Kendrick. Starling Castro again. Starling.
Oh, we should have known it should have been somebody that was on that other list.
Not Starling. Starling Marte was the other one. This is Starling Castro.
Oh.
Carlos Santana was 9th. Carlos Santana. Granderson was not on the list.
Hey, he plays the guitar.
So Nick Markakis, Elvis Andrus, Adam Jones, Andrew McCutcheon, Robinson Cano, Joey Votto, Albert Pujols, and Ian Kinsler. 8 out of 10. Very good. Very well done. Very well done. That was pretty good. With help from Mrs. Rob, you did. You did get a few of them.
I helped.
You helped.
I helped.
Yes. As soon as I mentioned somebody I didn't like, she knew it was Joey Votto. Joey Votto is the one ball player I cannot stand. Joey Votto is a baseball player I have no respect for, and I just don't like him at all. I just have no use for Joey Votto. None at all.
Votto.
Yeah, he's just not a nice person. He's just real. Without her help, we would have bombed. That's what Harris says. Well, he's just not nice to the kids and the fans overall. He's just not a real nice guy. I mean, there's some that pick with the fans and stuff, pick on the fans and stuff, but he's human. I'm not saying he's not human, but I just don't like him. He's one I enjoy booing him. Yeah, I like to boo him. He's one. It's not many of my boo. It's not many of my boo, but he's one of my do. I do not like him at all. I did not like Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones, he was more cocky than anything, but I don't think he was such a bad guy. I just didn't like him. He was fun not to like, but I don't think he's a bad guy so much. I just didn't like him. There's a couple of them, but not too many. And the Yankees, they're the ones that I love to hate. There's not too many of them there that I don't like now. Not a big Brett Gardner fan, but he's not terrible. I mean, I don't know if I'd boo him, but he's just not one of my favorite players. But he's a tough ball player. He's underrated as far as I'm concerned. Let's see, Harris sent me an email. Oh, man, you didn't have to do it. You definitely didn't have to send tracking. I'm ready to boo all of them, said that by Brian. We're ready to boo them all if they don't get their asses back playing, right? That's the thing. They got to get back going. And I have not heard a word today. It's been eerily quiet over the sports talk waves and all this stuff about baseball at all today. I've not heard anything. So the players may be coming up with a last-ditch effort to try to send it to the ownership. This is what we need to do. I think it's not going to take but 1 or 2 more, but the owners just, rather than do it themselves, they just sent them a trash piece of paper, 11 or 13 page, whatever it was. Such garbage. Such garbage. Hate Houston Cheatstros. Yeah, they the talk of the town is they're not going to let them have trash bags. Trash cans are going to let them have hefty bags now, so they can sit there and go hefty, hefty, hefty. But no more banging on the trash cans. I don't know. I it astounds me that somebody didn't pick up on it. before they did. It had to be somebody to rat them out. But nobody really, nobody watching Boston on a day-to-day basis, nobody watching Houston on a day-to-day basis didn't see it, especially Houston. Owner's offer yesterday, I think, pushed the players further away. I think so too. Brian. I think he really disgusted them. I think they really did. I agree with you. I think they kind of thrown it back in the players' face yesterday. I'm not sure how quick they are to jump back, in the pool, but I will give Scott Boras this. Scott Boras has never been one of my favorite people in baseball, but he helped come up with that thing with Bryce Harper and like 5 other guys that wrote up what they wanted. And I thought, man, oh man, well, they got a plan now. They're going to play 70% of their games, 75% of the games. They're willing to do it here, here, or here. They're willing to go to Florida. They're willing to go to Arizona, or they'll stay home. They don't care. And the main thing they put on there is we do not want profit. It's kind of like profit sharing. We do not want income sharing. We don't want it. It's going to eventually come to where it's going to be, where it's going to be a tag, or what do you call it? Where you can't make so much.
Cap?
Yeah, salary cap. Should the NFL allow fans in the stadiums? That's a good question, man. Somebody came in my chat yesterday and said NFL is going to allow fans. Now, from what I understood, they weren't, because I already heard they're not going to England this year. So by not going to England, that kind of lets me think, they probably won't have fans, but I don't know. NFL is such a moneymaker TV-wise. Their TV contract is second to none. Baseball's TV contract's way up in the open. And that's why I say revenue sharing is not what the players want. That's what the owners want to an extent. But I just think if you signed a player, you are owner, Mr. Owner, number one, you sit there and signed a piece of paper and you got somebody on your team for $30 million, right? You signed them for $30 million. I think no fans early on, but they will start to allow fans as the season goes on. You may be right, Harris. We'll see. But if you're a season, if you are an owner of a ball club, let's just say whatever club, and you sit there and you signed a piece of paper, and the other guy signed a piece of paper for $30 million for a season. How do you turn around and say, look, I want you to play 85 games for me for $7 million? That's not right. That's not right. Look, they get overpaid? Sure they do. Surely they do. I'll support you all the way in that one. But if I sign a contract with somebody and I tell them to come out here and cut all the trees out of my yard for $5,000, and then they come back and say, I want $10,000. Should I have to pay them $10,000? I should be able to pay them what I signed them to, what I signed to pay them. What's the difference, guys? That's why, I've got so many people taking the side of the owners here, and I'm like, why? The owners signed the contracts with these guys. 6 feet of social distancing wouldn't be enough for screaming fans. I'm with you, Apple Brian. It's at least all of July you won't see any fans. I think it'd be at least a month. But I'm not expecting none any this year. I don't. They need a good TV deal. And they're going to have the MLB package. I know me and the wife will get the MLB package if it's within, we're not paying them $150, not for 90 games. No way in hell. But if they let us have it for, I don't know, $79.99, $89.99, we'll probably get it because we like to see the Phillies that much. I mean, a buck a game? Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Because trust me, she will tell you, if you go to Philadelphia to go watch them and have to go through that crowd, how much fun, my dear.
It's not too bad. I mean,
walking from your car to the stadium,
it's not too bad.
that's not terrible, but I would go about 94. I'm with you, Harris. 78, 79, 89, something like that. Yeah, I see that. Six cities are being considered for the two NHL sites. I've even heard that you know, they could be playing 9 a.m. game, 11:30, and then 2 o'clock, then a 4:30. I mean, that's crazy stuff if they had to do it. But it's just playoffs now, so it's probably not going to have to be that way. You see, the problem with the NHL is this, though. You got borders. You got borders, and I don't know how many of the players are in the United States right now. You got players from Tampa, Florida, Carolina that live in Canada. I don't know, but I will give the NHL this. They have, well, I'm not surprised about New York. I'm not surprised about New York at all. Not at all. I'm not surprised. Play in the moon. Problem solved. I'm not surprised about New York at all. Yeah, a lot of them from Europe. Yeah, a lot of them from Europe. You're right. There's a lot of European players, and they all either have to find their way back, or there's still some logistics problems with the NHL right now, where baseball, if you had a damn brain, baseball, you would have been worked. This should have been worked out a month ago. You do realize we stopped. We went to a halt right around my birthday. My birthday was right in April, beginning of April. My gut tells me right now it's going to be American cities. And the reason I say it'll be American cities is for 2 or 3 reasons. They are not going to want them crossing the borders back and forth. I don't think they will. Now, the finals is going to be held in the home cities, is what I'm understanding now. If everything goes away to plan, if Toronto or Edmonton or Calgary were to make the finals, a word out of Toronto says it's a done deal. Could be. Toronto's a home office. But yeah, baseball.
Bob, I gotta get on a call.
Oh, okay. So I'm going on a call too. At the beginning of April, they should have had it done. They had all of April, all of May to figure this out, and they didn't. They had 7 weeks to figure out what they were going to do with baseball, and they have done nothing. So I blame a lot of that on the owners and the players for not getting together and saying, look, let's get ready. Let's get this all together. But they just didn't. I don't understand what they're waiting on. You want to come back and play. So if you want to come back and play, why wouldn't you be ready? That's like mowing a field before you go out to play the ball game. Those guys have to have it ready. Why don't you, as ownership and as players, sit in a room together a month ago? All right. Well, if this virus is done by, we'll say the end of May, what can we do? All right, let's have that plan. All right. Well, let's say the virus carries over until the middle of June. All right, we'll have that plan. Why wouldn't they have done that? I mean, does that sound stupid to you guys? To actually have sat in a room for a week, 3 days, and said, okay, let's do it this way. Let's do this way. I know it. Doctors, I heard about that. I've heard some of the special trainers. Uh, but I mean, I don't understand. I just don't understand why so many owners and some of the players didn't get together and said, wow, one of the two cities must be a Canadian city. Really? See, I am, yeah, I just don't understand it. I mean, what, I mean, you know, do they have to have somebody in there that, just has to hold both of them's hands and say, okay, you said here, I'll talk. And when you don't agree with something, say something. All right. Let's do it this way. How's that? Okay. All right. Let's play 100 games. Okay. You pay them 70% of their money. 65? How about 65? All right. And you just do that and you just work right down the list. We got a checklist. Now, we'll play where we can play. Until then, get your stadium prepared. All stadiums, get them prepared. All that. It's not a hard thing, guys. Yeah. Ken, you're probably right, but I'm kind of surprised. I thought once they came into the U.S., they were going to try to keep them here. Don't be surprised if they change that up. I know they want Toronto. Want to see what the NHL does. I've heard they're gonna do stick. I heard they're gonna do sticks. Sean says hello, Miss Ron. She's on a meeting right now, Sean.
I'm not on it yet.
She's not on it. Oh, okay. But Harris, I've heard they're gonna kind of do like a stick hit. Yeah. Or elbow, whatever you want to call it there. But that's what I've been hearing. Fighting. I've actually heard fighting may get them ejected from the games, which is not a good thing. It's not a good thing for a few reasons. Just an example. Alex Ovechkin goes wild in the first period and scores 2 goals and 1 assist. And the Caps lead 3-0 over the Blackhawks. Let's just say Blackhawks. After the first intermission, the coach comes in there and says, look, we got to get him out of the game. The only way we're going to do it is somebody's got to pick a fight with him. You pick a fight with him, he starts a fight. Then one of your stars is out of the game. I don't know, Vancouver, although a potential city on the list, health minister said they want east restrictions, thus Toronto. If it's gonna be a Canadian city, it's either gonna be Ottawa or Toronto. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say LA. If it comes to 4 cities, I'm gonna say LA, Chicago, Dallas, Carolina. That'd be the 4, like a diamond. That's what I think they'll do. If they do use 4, Ottawa out. Ottawa's out. Okay. But I'm telling you, Carolina's out. Okay. Is Philly out? Is Philly out of the equation? I think it makes more sense to play in the U.S. There's more teams in the U.S. But the finals, I thought I heard him say the finals would be played in the home cities. Now I don't know. Philly's out. Pittsburgh's maybe out. Pittsburgh may be out. Boston is out. How about this one? What, does this not make a lot of sense? Buffalo. You're right on the line. Why not, right? Why not Buffalo? Toronto, bet your house on it. Okay. I would have said no. I would have said they wouldn't have done that. Canada out. No, Canada's not out. He says Toronto for sure. I would have thought some Buffalo is out. So I also heard all series were going to be best of 5 except the final. No, Harris. No. Just the first two rounds are 5s. That's it. Rest are 7s. So semifinals and the semifinals and the
Hey Scott, how are you?
the finals
No,
and then
okay.
the cup finals.
No,
all 3 are
good.
7. All 3 are 7.
It's all good.
So that's what's happening.
How's everything?
So the last 3 series are best of 7.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Lynchburg
But
needs an NHL team.
Why,
The Lynchburg Rowboats.
I think I'm tired of being in the house.
Mudslingers. Yeah, we got so much. We get so much rain. It's crazy here.
Sitting on the carport
So
about 2 o'clock or so.
I'm gonna call my mom. She actually called me a minute ago about my dad, so we'll see what's happening there.
Out there for the rest of the day, but then I said no.
Ken Castro says Toronto and LA. He said bet on it. I would have said not, but I'm probably wrong in this case. Just got here, Rob. A big point here where I think MLB has worse situations because hockey and NBA players got almost.
Yeah, I hear you. Always a little bit of stuff going on.
Well,
I was going to be
totally different
tomorrow,
though, man.
But
because
I changed it. Yeah.
MLB can play however many they want to play, though. That's their thing. They can play however many they want to do. It's just they've just got to agree. Their main thing is they just know they're not going to have fans. They're not going to have fans. That's the biggest thing. It's not because
so they're going to do it next Tuesday.
It's not because
Tuesday instead,
this or that. It's just mostly the fans. It's a situation.
It's coming along.
And
slow.
We'll see.
It's slow.
But G-Puck, I got a feeling, if I'm guessing right now, I'm going to say 90 games.
See what happens.
90 to 95 games. And I'm going to say they're going to play East and West. And do it that way. We'll see what happens. So they have to take the pay cut. Oh, they got to take a pay cut.
Right now. And
yes, Vancouver will be out.
Yeah. So we had a guy come this
morning. Yeah, Vancouver won't be in there. No. I will be here tonight. We will play something. Okay, we'll play something. I'll probably pick something out different to play. You guys have a good one. Let me call Mom, see what's going on with my dad.
I know.
I'm probably going to go make a visit. I think we're going to go make a visit to my dad. We didn't see him yesterday. So we're going to do that. 75 games will be enough. 75 will be good. But I think they'll play more than that. I think they'll play over half the season, just a little bit. I'm going to say 95. So I think it'd be good, though. You all have a great evening. I will be back here tonight. Maybe we'll have some things in place. Maybe even some baseball news. Till I see you again. My name's Rob. Thanks a lot, guys.
Or it's dumb looking because they're holly bushes. So the guy came and gave us a good price to do.